resident has the right to be treated with courtesy and respect and in a way that fully recognizes the resident's individuality and respects the resident's dignity.
Every resident has the right to a clean and safe living environment.
Every resident has the right to be afforded privacy and treatment and in caring for his or her personal needs.
Every resident has the right to have his or her participation in decision-making respected.
Every resident has the right to keep and display personal possessions, pictures, and furnishings in his or her room, subject to safety requirement and the rights of other residents.
Or refuse consent to any treatment, care, or service for which his or her consent is required by law, and to be informed of the consequence of giving or refusing consent.
Every resident has the right to receive care and assistance towards independence based on a restorative care philosophy to maximize independence to the greatest extent possible.
Resident has the right not to be restrained except in the limited circumstances provided for under this Act and subject to the requirements provided for under this Act.
This is number 14. Every resident has the right to communicate in confidence, receive visitors of his or her choice, and consult in private with any person without interference.
Every resident who is dying or very ill has the right to have family and friend presence 24 hours a day.
Every resident has the right to designate a person to receive information concerning any transfer or hospitalization of the resident and to have that person receive that information immediately.
Resident right number 17. Every resident has the right to raise concerns or recommend changes in policies and services on behalf of himself or herself or others to the following persons and organizations without interference and without fear of coercion, discrimination, or reprisal, whether directed at the resident or anyone else. The Residence Council, the Family Council, the licensee, meaning the management of the home, staff members, government officials, and any other person inside the long-term care home.
Every resident has the right to form friendships and relationships and to participate in the life of the long-term care home.
Every resident has a right to have his or her lifestyle and choices respected.
Every resident has the right to participate in resident council.
Every resident has the right to meet privately with his or her spouse or another person in a room that assures privacy.
Every resident has the right to share a room with another resident according to mutual wishes, if appropriate accommodation is available.
Every resident has the right to be informed in writing of any law, rule, or policy affecting services provided to the resident and of the procedures for initiating complaints.
A right to manage his or her own financial affairs unless the resident lacks the legal capacity to do so.